how much does gutter cleaning cost? If we're going to be talking about gutter cleaning pricing, we need to break it down into 3 categories. The first is lower tier, second is mid-tier, and third is your high tier. What is the difference between the 3 besides their pricing? Let's find out. The lower tier pricing, they're going to be charging somewhere between $99 to $180. Their main service is not going to be gutter cleaning. Their main service could be, it's usually you're like landscape gardeners. They'll go, yeah, we'll jump up on your roof, we'll blow all the leaves off the roof, $99, in and out, done in half an hour, 1 hour. That's what you're getting for those lower tier companies. So they're not going to be fixing gutter leaks. The advantage to using them is the pricing, nice low pricing. Disadvantage, unless there's an agreement with the customer prior to when they start cleaning, they might just leave all the mess on the ground, just blow all the leaves out of the gutters. They're at the house mowing lawns, blah, 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 and they just go, hey, you know what, we can clean your gutters too for $99, let's go. Wham bam, let's get in there, just blow all the gutters out, run across the roof and just get the job done as quickly as we can. That's the lower tier, but it can work. You've got a bushfire season coming up this season, and if there's bushfires coming through, who cares if it's a gutter cleaning specialist? You need to just get those leaves out of your gutters. Nothing against the lower tier, it can fit in many situations. They're definitely not going to be checking your downpipes if they're blocked. They won't be repairing leaks, things like that. So you're just going to be getting a very, very basic service. And that takes us through to the mid-tier services. So the mid-tier services is like what you get here at guttercleaningulladulla.com.au.
Why can't we be high? Why can't we be top tier
We are
operators?
mid-tier operators, dude.
Hey,
We're mid-tier operators.
we're top tier, dude. Why
We're
do we want to be
mid-tier, dude.
mid-tier, dude?
We can't be higher tier.
We're top
What do
tier
you want to go?
operation here. We're
You
top
want to
tier,
go pay lawyers franchise? You want to do a franchise,
Nah,
dude?
bro,
You want to,
what
okay.
do you mean, dude? We
Do
are
you have $1
top
million
tier.
to go
We're top tier
pay some
operation.
lawyer to set it all up? Yeah, that's a lot of
franchise.
cleaning
Pay
to
the
get
franchises.
enough money
Get some
to
sponsors.
do the
Get some
franny
sponsors. We can get
franchise.
this. We can
We're
get
not
sponsored by
franchising, just
Bunnings,
keep
dude. The Bunnings
Keep
will
it
give us $1
simple.
million. We
Keep
start a
it simple.
franchise.
So your mid-tier operators, we are the ones that are going to be charging prices. Our minimum charge is usually between $200 and $250. Ours is $250, and then the most we usually charge for a gutter clean of a single story with lots of crap inside of it could be $400. Double stories can then go up to $500, $550. Depends. It's really hard to really give a grasp of the pricing, but you can know from your house. If your house has super easy access, then we can come in and clean your gutters in and out nice and quick. You're looking at $250. Now, why would you want to use a mid-tier service over either of the others? So your mid-tier, yes, you're going to be paying more than a lower tier service, but what you're getting for that extra price is you're getting that the gutters, usually they're going to be rinsed out, unless it's a vacuum cleaning company and they do the sucky suck. Still make sure that they rinse the gutters too, because they leave over that thin film of stuff in your gutters, the sediment, and that will accelerate the rust. So if you're paying the higher price, it's usually going to include rinsing the gutters out. If it doesn't include rinsing, then they're not mid-tier, they're lower tier. So when you're getting this pricing from minimum charge $250, say, hey buddy, where's your hose? Are you rinsing out my gutters? Then if they say no, then I go, oh, well then why don't you charge me $99? Okay, so if they're not rinsing out your gutters, they are not a mid-tier operator.
Do you mind if I use your hose, buddy? Do you mind if I use your hose? Is it alright? Do you mind if I use your hose? Is it okay?
Checking the downpipes. A mid-tier operator is always going to be checking your downpipes. If they're blocked, included in the pricing is to clear all the blockages. So if they say, oh, if you want me to clear the downpipes, it's going to charge you extra, then you go, hey, hang on. You're charging me mid-tier pricing and you're charging me to clear the downpipes. No. Usually also going to give you photographs, so a much more professional outfit. Be properly insured. They know how to use a harness. They are not going to leave a mess. That's a mid-tier operator, and that's the kind of pricing you'd get for them. You get a lot more inclusions. They'll also be able to fix leaks within the guttering. So you're getting a lot more bang for your buck with a mid-tier operator. Now let's go to the highest tier, the top tier, the big dog. There'll be definitely going to be some kind of franchise, big names, you probably know them already. Their minimum charges are not going to be that 200, 250. You're more looking at the 300, 350 for the minimum charge. They would have been around for a couple of decades. Really smooth operation. Things are going to be very well organized and structured. So that's what you get with these franchises, is they have these systems that they find, some like perfect formula, and they don't move away from that formula, and it's usually a smooth operation. So you're paying the extra money because you know what you're getting. You're getting a big company, you can hold them accountable. They'll have a big presence online, and they'll say, you know, this is our standards, and you can hold them to those standards. You can hold them accountable. You go, look, I'm going to give you a bad review if you don't fix up my problem. You're paying the extra prices because you've got to pay for their lawyers, guys. You've got to pay for the lawyers to draw up all these franchising contracts and agreements. They go through franchise owners, they churn and burn. So there'll be probably a different one every year. Yeah, you're just paying that extra money because they obviously have to pay for their fantastic marketing and all the franchise fees, lawyer fees, things like that. And yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just understand that you're going to be paying more for that. So your mid-tier operators like us, we are not paying franchise fees and lawyers and crap. We're just here to do the job, right? And we've been like ours. I've been doing it like 10 years, so I know what I'm doing. Also, if we get complaints, we handle them like immediately. We don't like leaving your property if you're not satisfied with the work, or even after. We do the job and you're like, oh, something's happened, there's some splatter of mud or something, we come and we clean it up, right? So, but that's with us. You don't know with other mid-tier operators. You get them, they don't have such a big presence online. They come down, you call them up and say, oh, you know, you left some splatter of mud on my pathway or whatever. They can just spin around to you and go, well, why don't you go clean it up? So you never know, like, and then if they've got a small online presence, then you just say like, oh, well, I'm going to give you a bad review. They go, well, I don't care. Whereas a big tier franchise operation, you can hold them accountable for their poor workmanship. So I hope that gives you an idea of the differences in pricing for gutter cleaning in Australia. Remember that we also serve Nowra, Merimbula, Narooma, Bateman's Bay, Canberra, Wollongong, Central Coast, Newcastle, Port Stephens, Port Macquarie, Coffs Harbour, anywhere on the New South Wales coast, you name it, we've got a mid-tier gutter cleaner waiting for you to give you the correct price for your gutter cleaning. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.